illegal immigration alone, $451 billion. $200 billion in remittances annually. And then, not to mention the number anywhere, they don't quite know, anywhere from $250 to $521 billion in annual government fraud. We're talking about over $1 trillion each year that benefits the American working people. 0%. Speaking of remittance payments, Rock'em Sock'em Hindus, look, if you were to guess.
I appreciate you tying that together.
Guys, it's no joke.
Yes, it is.
If you were to guess, how much money do you think the United States loses in remittances, meaning money being paid out from people here to other people in other countries? That's what remittances really means when we're talking about remittance payments here. How much money do you think the United States loses every year? Guess in the comments, okay? Don't cheat. Pause it if you have to. Take your time. The answer is $200 billion.
Oh, not bad.
$200 billion. And the left keeps telling you, right? Oh, okay, hold on a second. That has nothing to do with this fund, and you know that revenue that goes to foreign aid doesn't come from the same. But yeah, sure, we get it. But when you add it all up, and it's over $1 trillion in waste, fraud, abuse, what illegal aliens cost the taxpayers, remittance payments. When you add it all, it only adds up if you start adding it up. And we did. And none of this benefits the American people. And we're the only country that does this and allows it completely unfettered. $200 billion. And I know what you're thinking. Nope, it's not just Mexico. Outside of Mexico, who do you think, which country is benefiting the most from you, the American workers' loss?
India has set a new record in diaspora remittance, receiving nearly $135.4 billion in the financial year 2025, 14% jump from the previous year. According to RBI data, remittance now accounts for over 10% of total current account inflows.
Wow.
India has been the biggest recipient of diaspora remittances for more than a decade now.
That brings us to this week's Eye on India.
What's that smell?
Oh, you know what it is.
Because I know some new viewers coming in from Change My Mind, but trust me, this is what we do every day. So let me give you a few key facts here, and all references are available. Links in the description. We do it with every show. I encourage every creator out there to do the same, so you can fact check us on this. Key fact number one here. India receives more remittance than any country in the world. So overall. So from 2024, there was a report, $118.7 billion in remittances.
It's 118 Cowboy stadiums.
I'll just have to pay for it. I don't know how much. I don't know how much a stadium costs.
About $1 billion,
Cowboy
typically.
Stadium. Okay,
We spent $1 billion.
Money well spent.
Well, yeah, sure.
Do they allow cricket?
No.
So $118.7 billion in remittances, okay? About 25 to 30%, or around 30-something billion dollars, $32 billion in 2024, I believe, came from the United States.
Jeez.
India, $118 billion, $32 billion from the United States. Hey, I know what you're thinking. Hey, that money could probably be better used here. Yes.
Correct.
India collects 14.3% of total global remittances.
It's almost like it's their strategy.
That's the problem, too. This is a game, because I know people love to use that old George Carlin quote, it's a big club and you ain't in it. I think that can sometimes be lazy because it's just easy to sort of paint the elite, those in power, and just blame them for all your problems. Here, you do have at least two governments working together. You have the Indian government incentivizing their citizens to come work and steal jobs from Americans, jobs that you very easily could do, many jobs that you want to do, right? The low-skilled labor you were told Americans wouldn't do, then you were told, oh, the really highly skilled jobs, the engineering jobs, the tech jobs, you can't do. And then somehow we ended up with also truck drivers and factory workers. Basically, no jobs are reserved for you in this country. So the Indian government is incentivized to send people to abuse our immigration system because they make more money off of Indians working in the United States sending money home. And then, of course, you have those in power in our government who are beholden to corporate lobbyists who want cheap labor. Okay? None of this benefits you. If someone wants to argue, if the remaining libertarian who still has a subscription to Reason Magazine is watching right now, please comment. Let me know how this is good for the American public. And by the way, the best way to follow me, the best way to not be beholden to any censorship or download the Rumble app, follow me on Rumble. you'll get automatic updates or notifications when we're live. You don't get a bunch of spam notifications. Key fact number 2, H-1B visas, no surprise, are a huge source of these remittance payments to India. So according to this analyst, Swaminathan Padmanabhan. Oh my God.
Pretty good. That's
Swaminathan Padmanabhan. Say it right.
Padmanabhan.
We roll the W.
Shwarma Panda. That's how I read it.
Indian H1, and check the references. Indian H1B holders send $20,000 to $25,000 home annually. Now, in September, Trump signed that executive order raising the H-1B fee from $2 to $100,000.
Well, I think it's $2,000, not $2. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
We wrote it wrong.
$2,000.
Crazy.
Sorry.
I don't know why I'm getting it.
$2,000 to $100,000. But let's be honest. About $2,000, that's a rounding error at that point,
exactly.
considering the cheap labor. They work at a much lower rate than Americans. Yes, admonish me, rightfully so. Good news is you can check the sources in real time. I'm an idiot. Now, from $2,000 to $100,000.
Jeez.
It's a 50 times increase.
I love it.
See, I can do the math right.
Fantastic. Great job.
Americans can do math.
I think that's right.
So if that rule does persist, right, India stands to lose $6 billion in remittances annually by the year 2031. It'll take a while to go into effect. You may not like Donald Trump. And I didn't like his stance on H-1Bs. And I certainly don't like Elon Musk's stance on H-1Bs.
No.
And I certainly don't like Vivek Ramaswamy's flip-flop on H-1Bs.
Yeah.
But in this case, right, Donald Trump is the only one to do this. And he stands nothing to gain, but you do. Can you recognize that? Respect that when people say he's not doing everything he promised? Well, this is something that he didn't even necessarily promise.
It's kind of a middle ground, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, sure, if you want to bring in and it should be no problem if you need to bring in someone who is so skilled that you can't find an American to do it, you're probably paying that person quite a bit more than $100,000.
Yeah.
You're probably paying them half a million dollars, right?
Yeah.
They would be a CEO, executive level.
This is what he promised to do, according to the bros that we talked about yesterday. This is economy. This is making sure that Americans have jobs and spend that money here in the United States and drive our economy. How is that not doing exactly what he said he was going to do?
Well, the podcast conservative bros, they just want lower marginal tax rates.
Well,
They
they're
don't think-
wrong on everything they said. I'm just saying,
Yes.
even according to their rules.
I agree. Key fact number 3, this, again, has all been a concerted plan with the willing participants in our government, but largely by the Indian government. So the Indian government uses these remittances to offset trade deficits and to build foreign exchange reserves. So 3% of India's GDP, it comes from remittances. Think about that for a second. Almost nowhere in the natural Indian world can someone make the kind of income in India that they will make here in the United States, so they send more money back. India benefits from taking part in a, I guess you could say, orchestrated invasion of this country. They also game the H-1B visa system with lobbying, staff placement. We've covered that. You can go check the links and the references. We've covered this quite a few times. And starting in 2026, this also, by the way, we're looking at, and this is not enough, remittance taxes would be 1% in the one big beautiful bill. So 1% remittance tax. But at least someone's going to try doing something. I have been championing this for a long time, but far more than 1%. You almost might say like 50 times more. They just get the best of both worlds. And the only people who get the short end of the stick are Americans. Because Americans aren't leaving to go work in India en masse. That's the problem.
With like a cap or something like that. Like
50%.
I wouldn't tax every single thing, but I'd say there's a cap on how much money you can send, and then it's taxed.
50 cents on every dollar taxed. And I think, by the way, the remittance tax needs to be multiplied by 10, but I'll take 4, at least 25%. Any money that you come here and you make sending out to another country. And you know what? And that solves a big problem, because you know who's not doing that? People fleeing communist nations. It's your job to improve your own country, not to take from ours.
Right.
That's it. And here's what I will say, too. Just think about this for a second. You know that the Band-Aid fixes don't work because then it's a technicality. They go, well, that's actually cruel. If you just lean into it and it's so full-throated, language test, civics test, you're taxed, the company's punished if they pay less than the median salary. You don't get to send money home. You have to provide proof of contributing to your community in some capacity. It leaves no doubt where people are going, oh, there's a new immigration policy in town. By the way, I really get how people used to complain about the lighting being too dark when you put it side by side.
Yeah, it was pretty
It happens.
People are like, did he get work done? No, I'm not lit like a scary campfire story. It was my own choice. I was like, I don't like bright lights.
It was like church play. All yellow behind you.
So here to talk about this, because we also want to provide you with both perspectives, some balance. You're here to talk about all of this is our remittance correspondent, Pajit Patel. All right, welcome to the show, Mr. Patel.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Crowded.
No, it's Crowder.
Okay, Mr. Proud Boy.
Whatever. Okay, my pleasure. Let me ask you about this problem of remittance here right now.
But no, there is no problem.
Yeah, there is a problem, a big problem, maybe a more pressing problem. Are you, by the way, standing on railroad tracks?
That's right. I am catching a train.
No, that's really dangerous. You're actually on the tracks, Pajit.
Because that is where the train is going.
Right, and it looks like it's coming right at you.
How about you worry about you and I will worry about me?
Well, right now, I'm worried about the freight train barreling down at you.
But no, Steinman, no.
No, the train is coming right at you.
But not to you. I want to talk about remittances.
Fine, whatever. You're gonna get smoked in 3, 2.
But no, I will smoke you.
No,
Okay, you
Tim,
bloody
cut it. I don't want to see this.
Doing the smoking.
I don't want to see. All right.
Well,
Toolman, set up the Zoom calls in the future.
Oh,
Let's-
my Vishnu, no. Oh, my spleen.
Let's set up the audio too a little.
Oh, in my arm too, and my other arm. Oh,
Toolman, this isn't family. It's not family listening.
Billy,
at this
cut the mic, jeez.
Yeah, that's enough.
Sorry, we had the mic.
Yeah, I'll wrap this up like it's going well. Let me just add this up for you.
You'll be
The
fine.
United States and you, when I say the U.S., I mean, because often people say, well, the government will pay for it. That means you. And it doesn't mean you, all Americans, to be clear. The left, the Democrat Party, is the party of the super wealthy billionaires, the too big to fail, the Jeff Bezoses, the Bill Gates, right? Those who run Google, Alphabet, YouTube, Disney, and those who don't pay any federal income tax. Depending on the year, 43 to 47%. Last we checked, I believe it was 43 point something percent. They vote Democrat. Lower middle class Americans, all the way up to wealthy, not including billionaires, vote overwhelmingly Republican. You, the American worker, the one who makes this country actually work, you are the one footing the bill. Let's look at some of this money. Up to $451 billion, right, is what you are paying, what it costs you. Illegal immigration alone, $451 billion. $200 billion in remittances annually. And then, not to mention the number anywhere, they don't quite know, anywhere from $250 to $521 billion in annual government fraud. That doesn't mean wasteful spending. It doesn't mean discretionary spending. It means vapor, gone. We have no idea. That's at least $1.1 trillion annually. You can talk about the slush funds, where the money comes from, and how it has to be appropriated. We're talking about over $1 trillion each year that benefits the American working people. 0%. Do you feel like you're in boiling water? You're the frog in boiling water at this point. Which part of this pisses you off the most? Which one? Is it the illegal immigration? Well, you can't necessarily blame those people for taking advantage of the system, but it's wrong that our government has allowed it. Is it the remittance payments where people actually take money from this country that should be given to you to do a job that you are qualified and willing to do and sending it to a third world nation? Or is it just the, $500 billion in fraud that, I don't know, your guess is as good as mine. Which one bothers you the most? None of this benefits you. Mm-hmm. That's the reason for Donald Trump. That's the reason for the mandate of the masses. And the left is still fighting it. They don't get it. They don't understand it. They don't know the storm that is going to be coming for them. They always thought it was going to be this civil revolution where there'd be a socialist uprising. And instead, this, and I want us to avoid a civil war, to be clear, but if it does happen, if there is going to be an uprising, it's from the American contributors, the American workers who have been screwed, and they're not asking for a handout. They're just asking, we're asking you guys to stop the handouts. Fat cock vagina is exactly what I would say if I wasn't here on YouTube. So go and subscribe on Rumble. Same channel where free speech is actually alive and well. Or you can stay here and the